and Mark Meyer here, ThinkingRealEstate.com.
I am so not an insider.
Back to normalcy, which I don't know how to define that.
When I ran out of the office this morning, I forgot my keys, and Mary said, "Oh, you're starting to be like Mark." And I said, "Oh, God."
I have lost my keys. I lost my keys last week.
Don't even say that to me, because I'll lose mine.
I can't find them now. I've got to go retrace my steps from last Wednesday and find them.
You're kidding.
My office keys, my house key, my home key.
Wow.
Not my car keys, because I don't keep them on the same ring.
Anybody find any keys? 787-397.
I hate that.
I don't lose. I rarely.
I even went to
Lose my
Kroger to see
keys.
if anybody had turned it in because it had my little Kroger card thing on it, but nobody had. She
No
looked
dice.
at me like I was stupid. I said, "Hey,
Hey.
I've done it before. You've had it before."
Welcome to our world.
Yeah. So welcome back, Insider.
Thank you. It was nice. It was about 10 days too long.
Really?
Yeah.
For us
yeah.
too.
You were gone a long time.
18 days.
Wow,
That's short. We cut it short compared to the past years.
18 days. Is,
Yeah. I said to Bill, next
Almost
time, if we go
unthinkable.
back next year, you leave on a Friday, you stay a week, and come home on a Sunday. So then I wouldn't take my computer. Jackie would follow, as she did on everything. But I worked from down there. I called people. I got clients that
Jackie did such a good job that I heard that they don't even need us anymore.
on the radio show.
It's
Hey,
bad when the guest host is better than the host.
Yeah,
Very
Bill.
good show last week
Actually-
with Patrick Birch.
Bill listened to the last 10 minutes and said it was amazing.
How did he do that?
Internet,
Oh,
Yeah.
live stream. You
You're
can.
going around the world.
Yeah.
I mean,
We were listening to you.
you know they're listening in Thailand.
Absolutely.
Or some land.
to that.
This land is Thailand.
Yeah.
This land is.
My land.
Wow.
Wow. Well, Jackie probably didn't have mindless blabber going on at the beginning of the show. Maybe that's why
Since
it was really
she doesn't ever mindlessly blab like we
This is a good time of the day for mindless
good. Oh, is
blabber.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
absolutely.
Well, so what did I miss?
What's new? What's new in that?
Okay, I spouted off to Greg before we got on the air, but you have a new settlement.
I have the
thing
new
in front of
settlement
you
thing.
about mortgage servicing. So talk about that, and then I'm going to spout off.
Okay. There's an, as of, I think, Monday, recently, maybe it was the end of last week, there was a joint state and federal mortgage servicing settlement, which means that the 5 leading bank mortgage servicers, Bank of America, Citi, Chase, Wells Fargo, and GMAC/Ally, have agreed to work with states who sign a settlement agreement, and that includes Michigan has done that, to provide $25 billion in monetary sanctions and relief.
Yeah, that story's about a week old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have this little easy to follow fact sheet though, because I think it's all that stuff is so complicated.
Well, here's how I'm going to spout off about it. You know, the president announced a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, that he was going to fund some initiative to help homeowners who were underwater that were not behind. And in my mind, other than the tax credit from a couple of years ago, none of these programs have helped.
Well, they haven't. The banks don't usually do anything.
Well,
It's
and
too
I'm not sure that
complicated.
it's the bank's fault, because the government has made these so complicated and so cumbersome. You know, they put these rules in place about who can and can't do like a short sale. I spoke a couple weeks ago about how I had my first short sale declined because the homeowner hadn't been living there, and so they said that because it wasn't her primary residence any longer, that they wouldn't allow the short sale. That's crazy. They're going to get it back now.
Mark, it's a debacle, isn't it?
It's a mess. And they, you know, the paperwork for a loan modification that the banks blame on the government, which I'm guessing is probably true, is so cumbersome, and they have such finite rules that you have to follow. If you don't cross this T or dot that I, nothing happens. And
Right.
these
And it takes
these
too
go
long.
on for years.
Right.
I don't like it.
I don't blame you.
Just You know, the short sales, if the banks work with people on short sales, that system works.
It works really well.
And the government's not involved in that unless, of course, there's a...
Well, it is involved in it because some of the programs are federally backed programs, and so
Right.
the government has rules by which the banks have to adhere, or to which the banks
Or
have
the
to
bank
adhere.
doesn't do a short sale because they'll
Exactly.
foreclose and get more money
That's
because
exactly
of
right.
the insurance that's on it.
And I'm not trying to pick on the banks, but, because last time I did that I got a call.
You did?
Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, it was fine, but we had a disagreement.
So you're telling me these big banks, people from Bank of America, Citi, Chase, Wells Fargo, and Ally are listening to our radio show?
No.
Oh.
They should be.
Maybe the locals would.
They should be. I agree.
So what does that say? What is this?
But the bottom line on that story was that that $25 billion was just a drop in the bucket.
Well, it is.
Well,
a drop in the
Michigan's
bucket.
going to get...
It's not going to be that impactful.
Well, think of the numbers. Michigan is going to get just shy of $102 million.
And so what will that $102 million do for the people of the state of Michigan?
Well, that money there is going to address foreclosure-related issues.
What does that mean?
That is really ambiguous.
Well, let me see if
There
it
are
tells
a
me.
lot of foreclosure-related issues.
I don't think that question's here. What is a foreclosure-related issue? Let me
Well,
look.
we'd be here until sermonette trying to figure that
No
out.
kidding.
I think it's counseling. A lot of that means counseling.
So in other words, they're going to give grants to those agencies which already have gotten grants and are doing a good job, like Community Action Agency, like the City of Jackson with their NSP program,
And Jackson Affordable Housing.
Jackson Affordable Housing. But what else?
It says, separate from the cash payments to state, a national settlement administration will distribute cash payments to borrowers who went through foreclosure from 2008 to 2011. It's estimated that just shy of $90 million will flow to Michigan residents.
So 90 million plus 102, or
Yep.
so
In addition.
so Michigan's going to get close to $200 million.
Michigan's total with all their benefits is going to get about $790 million.
Well,
Of
where's
all
the other
$25
$700
billion.
million going to?
There's
600.
refinance programs for about $83.5 million, and federal menu benefits. I'm not sure what that is yet. That's $515 million.
Huh.
So what will Michigan do with the state payments? Here it is. Of that $102 million, they're going to do foreclosure counseling for homeowners. Now these are people who have already been foreclosed on.
Great.
Foreclosure.
That's going to be. That's what a waste of money.
Yeah, well, $20 million's for the counseling. Foreclosure rescue scam victim restitution. That's $10 million. Michigan Attorney General Home Protection Unit is $6 million. I don't know what that is. Payments to borrowers who suffered foreclosure, $35 million. Now you're only talking about. I think I heard somewhere it was only like $1,000 to $2,000
Each
each.
person.
Yeah.
Um,
What's that going to do?
Well, I think that will make a nice Christmas present. That's probably how long it's going to take before they ever get any money. So
Yeah.
True.
they'll put that money back into the
And
economy,
it'll
I
become
guess.
so cumbersome again. I'm sure this will end up in the general fund somehow.
Here you go. Assistance for school children displaced by foreclosure. That's $20 million, and assistance for military service members. That's $10 million.
Okay.
So that's the first part.
So we got about $700 million?
Yeah.
About almost
Laura?
$790 million.
That's coming from those 5 banks.
Yes.
Where are they getting it? From
They
us.
must have had a profit. Well, they got paid by the federal government on those
Our money.
foreclosures
Our
from
money.
the private mortgage
Yeah,
insurance.
it's just our money.
It's recycled.
Oh, many times over.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just recycled money.
It's a debacle.
I like this
And do
one.
you see it getting better?
Oh, I see the economy getting better, absolutely.
Well, I agree with that, but
Well, yeah, but
this is
you're
such
not
a,
doing cartwheels. I mean, it's
well, no.
pretty slow.
I'm
right?
doing cartwheels because I see it getting better.
Yeah,
I
but
think
I'm-
anything improvement
I
is
agree.
Okay.
worth a cartwheel.
and we're really
My
busy.
cartwheels aren't very good. I gotta admit that, though.
Last week was crazy busy.
Yeah.
In fact, while you were gone, it was crazy busy.
Buying?
Buying, selling, listing,
Yeah.
offers, showings. It's just crazy busy.
If you want proof why your house should be on the market right now, you should come to our office and talk to us, because people can't find houses to buy.
Well, there's houses all over the place, aren't there?
Not what people are looking for.
Really?
Yeah, because
what are they looking
people
for?
say a lot of people take their home off the market in the winter because they say it's slow, and then they put it on in the spring.
What are
well,
people-
once you put your house on in the spring, you're competing with everyone else that did
What
the
are
same
people
thing.
looking for?
Oh gosh, I've got a couple buyers that are looking for lots of bedrooms, 4 and 5 bedrooms. Boy, anybody.
Price range?
Well, that one I've got one in one that's both of those are up to 225,
Wow.
250.
That's hefty.
One needs to be in Chelsea though, so if anyone listening has a minimum 4 bedroom with like 5 bedroom, 3 bathrooms, 2 car attached.
Hey, are you taking calls upon your
Absolutely.
return to the country?
Yes.
Good
I
morning.
Welcome back, Laura. It's Ron Ellison.
Oh, hey Ron. Sorry I didn't get back with you yesterday. I kind of went from meeting to meeting.
That's okay. Hey, you guys were just talking about that settlement on the foreclosure issue. Greg, I just forwarded you a newsletter that I get from the Michigan Foreclosure Task Force. Laura, if you and Mark, maybe you want to talk to Nita Delaney because she's involved in this. She could explain to you what Michigan's going to do with that money, because that's part of her new job up there in Lansing.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. Nita, if you're listening, we'll call you.
But I forwarded the newsletter. I'll send it to you and Mark also, but I sent it to Greg.
Oh, I get it.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Yep, bye.
The Grand Poobah. Of course, he was
He was a guest.
Yeah, I heard
he
that
was
was
a
a
guest
great
while you
show
were gone,
too.
and he was a guest here Tuesday.
Seriously,
He's
he's
getting
a
more
wanted
airtime
man.
than me.
He's a wanted man.
Yes.
I have a friend who sent me a text, who is in the real estate who sent me a text saying that she wondered why Bank of America had sold her mortgage until she read the settlement, and she thinks that they're trying to dump some mortgages. What do you think about that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know this well enough. I'm kind of dangerous on this, right?
Sounds right.
Could be. What, raise some cash?
It sounds feasible.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, here we go. Here's a question. My home was foreclosed upon and my mortgage was serviced by Bank of America or one of the big 5. How do I know if I can gain some relief from the settlement? They're actually going to contact you.
Oh, don't hold
sit
your
by the
breath.
phone.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, a settlement administrator designated by the Attorney General will send claim forms to eligible persons. So they're going to contact you.
Okay. Would that be everybody that's been?
Well, that's how
Everybody-
you'll know if you're eligible.
Is it everybody that's in a foreclosure, has been foreclosed upon?
Well, here's one. How do you know that the bank will do what they promised? Is that a good question?
Yes.
A settlement monitor will be appointed who will be able to gather information and test whether banks are living up to their promises.
There's a lot of monitors in that.
That's a job. Maybe this is one of the job
opportunity.
creations. This could be one of the job creations promised by one of our governments.
That sounds like a nightmare job, doesn't it?
Yeah, that would be.
By the way, if you have a question for Mark, 787-3397.
We forgot to say that, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Or they could email me at mark@thinkingrealestate.com.
Sure.
Which I've gotten.
Okay, here's one because I had a client ask me. I was going to wait and see what that new settlement was because they have a Citibank mortgage. What about those of us who are keep making our mortgage payments? There's a lot of people out there like that.
Well, you want to hope so.
Yeah, borrowers who are current in their payments but are underwater on their mortgages. Underwater means they owe more than what the house is worth.
Right.
May qualify for refinancing relief under the settlement.
So that refinancing part of the underwater thing is part of the settlement.
Yes.
They may.
Yeah.
Well, why don't they take this money and do that then?
Yeah, they should refinance everybody and just forgive the difference, in my opinion. And that's $83.5 million that will be available for
Michigan
refinancing
people.
from Michigan. So divide that by the average mortgage of about, I don't know, say 150. How many people is that?
What does it do for those of us who have paid their mortgage on time for 25 years?
Well, you're if you've paid your mortgage on time for 25
Yeah.
years, I'm going to guess you're not underwater, and it doesn't do squat for you.
Thanks. I just needed to hear
We
that.
should sell you a new house, though.
Yeah.
Realtors don't like you. The new people that stay in your houses.
I'm too lazy to move.
Let's see. It says why force banks to forgive large portions of people's loans. So, that's
What
a
is
good-
the answer to that?
Well, it says
That's a
it
good
says
question.
they've state and federal agencies established that the servicers have done wrong. That those 5 banks have done wrong.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with
through improper lending
They've
practices?
done wrong. Sounds like a
Improper
country song.
foreclosures. This
They
is,
done
I
me
think they're
wrong.
trying to address that robo signing. I think they've come to this agreement to kind of address that robo signing, the mirrors debacle, as part of it. Some banks have acknowledged that principal reductions can be effective tools in stabilizing the housing market. That's what they say.
But it's so complicated. This
The-
is all so complicated. Why can't it just be simple?
Well, they tried to make it simple by putting
You're in
it in
government.
this.
How come it can't be simple?
Oh, don't go there. This is a 5-page simple facts and questions and answer thing. Here, the banks lose an average of about $60,000 on each foreclosure.
And yet they will not deal with some of these.
So by reducing reducing the principal, they're calling it a win-win proposition for the bank. So instead of paying $60,000 for each foreclosure, that'll allow people to remain in their homes and they'll continue to pay their payment. I
Well,
mean,
how does the bank
that
win?
was kind of a no-brainer. They should have done that a long time ago.
Well, I think that they're going to get paid some of the difference by these
Oh,
funds.
okay. All right.
So I don't think the banks are going to lose anything on these based on the
Well,
profits.
Well,
They
they
should
were-
be very
Speaking
happy.
of profits, did you hear that General Motors had their largest profit ever? They announced
Yes.
that this morning. Isn't
Yeah.
that amazing?
And they also announced,
I think that's good. Anyway,
they're freezing pensions.
are they?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
They're going to save
Let's
even
keep
more
that
money.
So what else do you
Is
have?
that it,
Laura?
Laura?
Well, there's a couple
We're-
other.
You got about 1 minute.
She looked confused.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, time flies when I'm here. I'm telling you.
We didn't even take a break.
Gosh.
So
Do you have anything you're selling, Mark?
I have a house on Oak Ridge that I'm going to talk about again. 742 Oak Ridge, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, just a great house. 99,000, down to 99,000.
Oh
Central
yeah,
air
that's a cute
conditioning.
house.
It's a great house.
Nice neighborhood. Jackie lives over there.
And I listed 813 acres. Did I tell you that last time? 813 acres
The last time you
along the
weren't
Portage
here.
River.
Wow, no, you didn't.
750,000.
the
Awesome
Por-
piece of property.
Is the
Beautiful
Portage
piece
River
of-
in Portage?
No,
Does it go
it's in
all the way
Henrietta.
through Portage?
I don't haven't a clue.
You should
Can you
follow it.
can you build there? Just so
There are
share.
there are a few spots on which you could build.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of
It's
acreage.
a really nice piece of property.
Well,
What do you have? Talk to me
ni-
fast.
9280 County Farm Road, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 1,800 square feet, 137,000, all brand new floor covering through the whole thing. You can move right in. Talk about huge family room. This one's got that, and the kitchen opens up to that. Great extra 2 to 3 car garage. And then and that's Western Schools. And then there's 4620 Clark Lake Road, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. Again, that one's just shy of 1,800 square feet. That's a lot of house, priced right at $149,900. Napoleon Schools.
That is a good school system. And people can call us at 780-3800.
Right, and Forbes, 230 Forbes. We've had
Forbes.
that. Forbes, yeah. Forbes has been on the market a while. That's now down to $10,900.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back.